tikulandireni program yokoma program yomwe tizalanguzana ndi ntchito choka kuja ku Bank of Zambia kulankhula pa ndalama mwina chuma chatsopano ndipo ndikulandireni kuno Kanere 97.7 FM kulutsira pa plot number 137 Alibu Shades kuno ku Lundazi. Saiwala kuti tili live Facebook page yathu ndiponso ma platform osiyana Zeno FM Radio Garden ndi ma platform yena. Ine ndine John Zaya 1 Mseteka ndipo ndikhala kulanguzana ndi my Rachel Zimba ndiponso Assistant Director kuchigawo cha Security Bambo Kedrick Zombe. Director, welcome to Kanere FM and please welcome the listener.
Thank you very much, John, and welcome listeners. It's my first time to be in Lundazi, and of course we're just coming from Chama. What a beautiful place it is. Really, my traditional cousins are enjoying themselves, and I wish to find a space to live here. I really like the place. Thank you very much, and welcome to the radio program.
Thank you. Madam Adumbo. Tampokirani kuno Kanere FM ndiponso pokirani batereza.
Naine naonga chomene pakwiza kuno. Mwaka uli wose.
Hapa sio Mwatandara.
Mwatandara.
Directors, to begin with, what are the main reasons for introducing these new notes? Or maybe before we jump into this, what is the BOZ? What is Bank of Zambia?
Thank you very much, John, and once again, good afternoon, listeners. Bank of Zambia is an institution which was established by, or is established by the Bank of Zambia Act, an Act of Parliament, currently, which was revised recently, which is Act number 5 of 2022. So the central bank has many functions. Among them is the banker of bankers, meaning this is where all commercial banks in the country deposit their monies. And it's the banker to the state, meaning this is where the government has got its accounts. Now, getting down to what we are here for, the bank is the sole institution that produces currency. So we are the only institution that is mandated to produce and put into circulation currency that we use. So we are here to talk about the currency because that is our mandate. I just want to remind listeners that besides the Bank of Zambia, no person, no individual has the authority to produce currency. So all those that come pretending to have money in boxes, money in wallet, in bags, those are fake, just con men, because the sole role or function of producing currency is vested in the Bank of Zambia.
Okay. Now, coming to the question I asked, the main reasons for introducing the new banknotes.
Thank you very much. Why introduce new notes? Taking you back from independence, before we used to use, in fact, pounds, and when Zambia got independence, that's when we introduced the kwacha currency. And from that period, we had changes in currency from time to time. And the latest being in 2013, when currency was rebased. If you recall, from thousands to 1 kwacha, we removed the 3 zeros. And prior, even before we did the rebasing, we continued with the kind of banknotes that we were using before. We just changed the zeros, but the features which were on the previous banknotes continued to be used even in the rebased currency. So it was prudent. This happens everywhere worldwide. Countries change currencies first and foremost just to enhance the security features. And the other reason is if the subject of what was being represented by the currency then has changed, the country or the central bank brings in other themes for the banknotes. And currently, what we are calling the Heritage Series, we are trying to advertise our natural events, for instance, the falls and so on, the birds that we have, the waterfalls that we have in the nation. We're just trying to promote what we have as a nation. So really, in changing the currency, we are also looking at the values that we had. If we are coming from where we had 100 kwacha, a high value note, but we noticed that the 100 kwacha became one of the notes that were being used from time to time. Even day-to-day transactions, we are using 100 kwacha because it has lost value over time. So in order to maintain that a high value note, which is specifically to store value of one's worthiness, the bank had to introduce 2 more high note values, which is the 200 kwacha and the 500 kwacha, so that the 2 high value notes are meant to keep or to store the value that one is worth. So I think that it's a normal activity which happens countrywide in terms of changing the banknotes. Yes.
Okay. Maybe what is the composition of the new family of the Zambian currency?
Okay. So the new family of the currency comprises of 6 banknotes, namely the 500 kwacha, the 200 kwacha, the 100 kwacha, the 50 kwacha, the 20 kwacha, and the 10 kwacha. That is 6. And there are 6 coins: the 5 kwacha, the 2 kwacha, the 1 kwacha, the 50 ngwe, the 10 ngwe, and the 5 ngwe. Banyaka velo wako kuti kuli 50, kuli 10 ngwe na 5 ngwe. It's still legal tender.
Izindalama zawanga kuti mazifuna apasikawa mazikizga. The director said we have introduced 2 bigger notes, meaning the biggest note we had previously was 100 pounds. So maika kuira kandra sankikenge. This is the worry with which people have money. Machange yasankenge mpuzira ndrama ikumi 500.
Our machenja msangika. The bank is going to be printing and producing banknotes to satisfy the demand and the requirements of the economy. And if there are issues, this is the feedback we've come to get. If there are issues, para your suzia, para machenj, your sangika yai, those are the things we want to hear, so that we know the areas that we need to work on to make sure that there's enough currency na machenj mu circulation. Yes.
Okay. Maybe in addition, I think the worry people have is why do we still have 5 ngwe? Why do we still have 10 ngwe when you have introduced the high value notes? I just want maybe John, you think about if we were to remove 5 ngwe, it means the lowest price that we have is 10 ngwe. Meaning if we remove the lower denominations, we are actually pushing the minimum pricing for goods upwards. So those coins, the 5 ngwes, the 10 ngwes, are still very important. If you go in some supermarkets, you will see that their pricing could be 10 kwacha, 95 ngwe. I would ask the listeners that when the pricing is like that, you ask for your 5 ngwe change, Because if you let someone go with your 5 ingwe, another one leaves a 5 ingwe, out of 100 people, 1,000 people that do the transactions, they will have made 5,000 kwacha profit for doing nothing. So that coin still has value, and the traders must always demand for their change. And as a central bank, we are making effort throughout the country. So we still maintain the lower value notes or coins to ensure that the pricing is still kept low.
Okay. Maybe why is the bank decided to print a larger denomination than a 200 and the 500? Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think it's an issue of efficiency in doing transactions. The high value notes, the 200 kwacha and 500 kwacha, our anticipation as a central bank is that the listeners, the traders, will be using these notes when they have high value transactions. For example, if I want to buy a car, say any item that is costing 10,000 kwacha, if I was to carry 10 kwacha notes, it will be a huge sack or huge amount of volume of notes that I'm going to carry. If I have to carry coins, then it's a sackload, and people will be wondering what I'm going to purchase for carrying 5 bags of coins. So to make it easy for the traders do transactions efficiently, instead of carrying huge sums, use 500 kwacha notes for those high value transactions. And we are encouraging for lower value transactions. I want to buy a bag of a packet of sugar which is costing 42 kwacha or 50 kwacha. Why should I carry 500 kwacha? So I use the lower denomination notes, which are 10 kwacha, 20 kwacha, because I'm not transacting with high values. So basically, the 200 and 500 kwacha notes are meant for efficiency in doing transactions.
Okay. The biggest worry or it's good cool chomene madam vantu vakutondeka kumanya ndalama izi ziri kufuma. Chomene mmakaya na matauni muno tugura 10 kwacha ugura 100 kwacha. Panji va 50 kwacha. Chifukwa kukozgana kwa ndalama izi. Kasi muntu ngamanya uli kuti iyi ndalama makuti.
Okay. Yeah. Hii ndalama ina ma features.
Vimanyikwiro.
Vimanyikwiro. Ndalama hizi ndalama zina vimanyikwiro. It has different features. Para mwakola 10 kwacha mumpepete mulitu atituvichi
tumezere.
Tumezere. Para mwatukola oloyula muntu wambula kubeka wangamanya ati ni 10 kwacha.
Okay.
Ndalama hila pala mwai nyamula mchanya. Pa zuwa so. Ini na kadindo mkati mula enkwazi. Chuoneka wakapazuwa pala mwanyamula kala. Mwamanya kuti ndalama nja it's genuine. Chinyake ndalama hizi zina macolors. Macolors yosiana, ma sizes nayo yosiana, kuli ma features ya nyake monga kantambo kala kopita pakati kala kantambo ati mchizungu bakuti thread, security thread. Kala kantu pala mwa chitavichi mwa chita tilt. Mwa chita tilt ndalama zila. Ko chinja macolors.
Ko sinta.
Ko sinta. Panyake kali green, panyake kali gold, kulingana na ndalama. So elo kala kantu pala mwanyamula mchanya kuoneka kuti nkamoza. Pala mwaka ikapasi kuoneka monga ngeko njira, ngenka
Mnyororo.
So those are the different features.
Okay.
Timanyenge ma features haya chifukwa chakuti hizi ndalama banyake baina ma criminals wopanga ma counterfeit. So these features are very important.
So tentone banyake bakudandalwa chomene vantu pandalama izi zenzizi rifuma chomene batenga beka 50 kwacha na 500 muzimayi mnyaka wakagura vintu kugura ntene mazomazo nomanya chakuti wapereka 500 after usonoti nina kuona 500 wisalondezga mwakagura pakuti vantu nibakupulikisika dekanoka katorera ndalama ira kuti ine namupereka iyi ndalama. So ise tugudisa na ise tugulaso tukutangwanikira pama features aya manya hapa mdinizgepo chomene go deeper.
Okay. So to go deeper, mandalama haya para mwabeka 50 kwacha na 500. 500 ndalama zose zina makala ziaringa ya bili. So para mwabeka 10 kwacha, pakati pa 10 kwacha palika pink color. Ako ka pinki kolingana na 20 kwacha. Para mwabeka 20 kwacha, pakati pa 20 kwacha palika blue. Ako ka blue kolingana na 50 kwacha. 50 kwacha para mwabeka 50 kwacha, pakati pa 50 kwacha palika grey. Ako ka grey kolingana na 100 kwacha. Iye 100 kwacha para mwabeka pakati pa 100 kwacha palika gold. So iyo yulingana na 200 kwacha. Last iyo 200 kwacha, pakati pa 200 kwacha pali purple. Iyo purple yulingana na 500 kwacha. Then 500 kwacha pakati yake pali green. Iyo green yulingana na 10 kwacha. So the difference between a 500 and a 50 kwacha. Pakati pa iye 500 pali green ya 10 kwacha. Pakati pa 50 kwacha pali grey ya 100 kwacha.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe in addition, sorry, my relatives, I'm still learning Tumbuka, so you bear with me. Maybe just to emphasize on the features. First and foremost, we really need to pay attention on the size of a banknote. Starting from the lower denomination, the 10 kwacha, they have been designed in ascending order in terms of size. So the 10 kwacha is smaller in size, 20 kwacha, and then 50 kwacha also gets, as you go high in value, also the size increases. So if you have a 500 kwacha and a 50 kwacha, first and foremost, the size should tell you. The smaller the size, you know that it's a lower denomination. You have a lower denomination. And then, like my sister said here, we have features for the public and features which are machine read, meaning there are features which even myself I can't see right now using my naked eyes or even touching. So we have specific features meant for the public, for us to understand, and that is the information we are emphasizing on. One, it's the paper quality of the money on which currency is printed. The quality of paper is not ordinary paper like we use the A4. The quality of paper is different. For the 10 kwacha and 20 kwacha, considering that is the currency that is used often in markets and in trading, we have added a bit of polymer, which is plastic. So there is a combination of paper and plastic. So if you touch the 10 kwacha, you see that it's a bit smooth because there's plastic. And for a counterfeiter to create cash or to create a denomination in plastic form is a challenge to that. And then for the other denominations, there are raised features because those prints on the banknotes, they are not like latent or photocopied. Ink is pressed on top of the paper such that when you touch the note, you feel its roughness. So the first feature for the public is to feel the note. If they feel some roughness, then that is a genuine note. For a counterfeit note or a fake note, usually it's smooth because counterfeiters just photocopy. And then the other feature for the, just to explain again what she said, for the public is the security thread, because it's shine when you tilt it. You tilt it from left to right or top to bottom, it will change color. It will reveal some features, for instance, the Bank of Zambia logo and the denomination value, and also the colors change. For a 50 kwacha, it changes from green to what is called magenta, which is almost brown. And then for the 100 kwacha, it changes from gold to jade, and then 200 kwacha from gold to green, and then the 500 is from magenta to green. So these features for a counterfeit, not since it's a photocopied document, it will not change color when you tilt. So that is one other feature for the public to know. And the quickest one, like she has indicated, is also the watermark when you lift against sunlight or any light source. It will give you a feature of 2 heads of a fish eagle and the denomination value of the note that you are holding. If it's 100 kwacha, it will show that denomination value. And also the serial number of a note. All banknotes have different serial numbers. So if you happen to hold 5 notes, all of them with the same serial number, the truth is either all of them are fake or 4 of them are fake, which are photocopied using one genuine note. Because currently the method of counterfeiting is basically normal photocopying. They use A4 paper, they get money, put in a photocopier and print that money. And the quality is totally not even closer to the genuine note. So I think those are some of the features for the public to know.
Okay. We've received a message. This is coming from Roti Banda from Mwase. It is written in Tumbuka. Programu njiweni iyo taonga kwene nina mafumbo nte aviri. 1 nchifukwa uli bali kufunga po yura waka demo la cheni. Ndiposo ka izindarama unakuwa ka 10 20 kulije kake kati manyenge uli isetambula sambira adu. Directors, why have you removed
the freedom
statue, then the K from these accounts?
Thank you so much. On the freedom statue, I know that the public raised concern, and like I indicated, there is always a theme, a concept for the design of a banknote. At the time we got independence, I think it was inevitable that we show the world that we are now free, and that's how the freedom statue was planted on the banknotes to remind everyone that we are free, and we have been free for 60 years plus. Now we are saying, well, we are free. Everyone knows we are free. In fact, Zambia is being commended for being a peaceful nation. So what else should we show the world? What are we made of? It's not just the freedom. We have other features in this country that should tell a story of who we are as Zambia. And we are telling the story through nature, through the Victoria Falls, through the Lumangwe Falls, through the Kalambo Falls, which appear on the notes. We are telling a story about the animals that we have in this nation. If you look at all the notes, we have on the 10 kwacha, is what we call a pangolin. I don't know how we call it in Tumbuka. but there's a pangolin. This pangolin
Ngaka.
is Ndaka.
Ngaka.
Ngaka. This Ngaka is unique to Zambia. You cannot find it anywhere in the world. We are telling the world, come to Zambia and see Ngaka. The antelopes which are on the 20 kwacha notes, these are unique. These are black leeches, unique to Zambia. You cannot find them in the world, anywhere in the world. Similar to the birds which are, including the giraffes. These giraffes, they are not the ordinary. Maybe when you go into these most national parks, you will find the giraffes. But the giraffes which are depicted on the 100 kwacha note are unique to Zambia only. So we are trying to tell a different story. We were free. Everyone knows we are free. So why should we keep the freedom statue?
Okay.
We are now telling a different story. And that's why we are calling this family of notes as heritage series. Because we are now showing to the world that we are not just free, but we have a heritage. We have animals, we have waterfalls to show to the world. And when people visit the country, they look at our note. Oh, what is this? This is Kalambo Falls. They want to go to Kalambo Falls. What is
So
this?
it's also part of tourism.
Part of
attraction.
tourism attraction.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So really, we have not thrown away the aspect of being free by removing the freedom statue, but we are just speaking a different story to the outside world, to promote our tourism, to promote our nature, and speak a different story about Zambia. I hope my mom there has gotten the message.
Then the K?
Then the K, we have not removed the K. If you look at the note, of course, I know they want to see that K, but it's written in words on every note. Where it's 10 kwacha, there is a 10, and in words it's written 10 kwacha. So the kwacha still remains. And on so we it's just a figure. Just a figure to say, oh, there's a 20 kwacha here. This is a 20 kwacha. So they describe it below in word. I think that is what I can explain. I don't know whether it's something, maybe it's a feedback that we can get, that people are concerned about removing the K, but we still feel by putting it in word is enough to remind the people that this is 100, this is a 500 kwacha, this is 100 kwacha, this is 200 kwacha, just by reading the figure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Atimboniwerereso kubanyitu balabambula maso ndalama izi vangazimanya ulikatanga wachomeneza pepa izi kwene kazira za mangunjiri nazo zinavyoonekera vinyake kuti wangaikora ngamanya kuti ndalama makuti makuti.
So banyitu balabambula maso balabaikora mumpepete umu mulitokoleka tulekana pa 10 kwacha palitunyake pa 20 kwacha palitunyake. So balabambula meso pala batukola tula boberenga kuti iyi ni 10 kwacha, iyi ni 20, iyi ni 50. Sono kulingana kwa ndalama size inyake 10 kwacha njifupi. Bala banyitu bomanya kuti aka kafupi ko pera hapa namanya kuti nka 10 kwacha. Hii tali yofika umu namanya kuti ni 500. Hii banigonga ni 50 kwacha. Nimo bamanyira size na tokoleka mu mpepeti.
Okay. Bangu yo hapo director kuti pepara hii bali kusezesa pandalama izi ndiwe michomene ndipo nja kumanyika na kukoraso. Ati kwene banandi wasanga kuti vantu ni masinjonjiri vantu vala vana zeru zakuya zakawala masinjonjiri vakupanga ndalama izi chomenezi zavakhala zosuzwa ni 100 kwacha na 500 kasi va banki pa ndondomeko iyi mwapeka pombo.
Okay, so izi ndalama izi first ndalama para wasanga ndalama ya counterfeit kupeleka kuma authorities ku police ni mulandu kuluchomeni. So it's better para wasanga ulina ndalama ya counterfeit wajipeleka wabapa ma authorities so that ungamangiwa cha. Secondly, hii ndalama hii bayo yapo pa ma features but pa 100 kwacha na 50 kwacha hii 100 kwacha pakati pa 100 kwacha pali makala yolekana na ila kala ili pakati pa 50 kwacha so mubekenge pakati pa ndalama makalazi para watondeka kubeka kuti hii ni 100 ni 50 pakati para wamuona kuti hii yalekana na ila inyaki. You understand? Have I answered the question? Thank you.
Directors, maybe the same question I should also throw it to you in the language you understand. The question was, the people were so clever that the most notes which are vulnerable to being counterfeited, 100 kwacha and 500. What have you done under the bank?
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, you are right that the most counterfeited notes are 100 kwacha, 200 kwacha, and the 500 kwacha. I think from the statistics that we have now, it has now tilted to a 500 kwacha being the most counterfeited, and then the 200. We are receiving few of the 100 kwacha notes because now they are no longer the high values. So usually the counterfeiters target the high value notes. So there are two things, or there are a number of things that we can do to avoid falling prey to such. One, there are more security features on these high value notes. Like I indicated, when you look at the security thread, it's more shiny and it's more vivid, or it's more clear on the 500 and 200 kwacha note compared to the other lower denomination values. So there are enhanced features on the high value notes. Number two, these high value notes, that's why we are emphasizing, they are meant to as storage, store value. They store value, meaning if you have a 500, it's not something that you should even start moving about with. The best you can do is even go and deposit it in your mobile money or your bank account. In some countries, when you go with a high value note, for instance, in the US, you go with $100 note, they will ask you for a passport because they know you are a foreigner. Because themselves don't use even the high value notes. So when they see you with a high value note, they will ask for a passport, where are you coming from? They write the details. In case it's counterfeit, they will follow you. So even here, we are promoting the usage of alternative methods of payments. For high value denominations, this is something that you should honor. You have a 500, you are rich. Take it to the bank. Keep it in the bank, so that if someone comes with a 500 kwacha, you should try to avoid. Why should someone come with a 500? What I'm saying is, we are promoting people to use banks and the mobile money to deposit when they have a lot of money with them, and also promoting transacting using mobile money. If I want to buy something, vegetables, bread, fuel, I can use Airtel money, mobile MTN money, Zamtel money, Zamtel mobile to purchase goods, or I transact using bank transfer from one account to the other to avoid holding on to high value notes. So one, we have enhanced the features on the high value notes, and two, we are promoting that high value notes, where possible, should be deposited in account to avoid conmen taking advantage of the. Maybe just also to on the features, let me also talk about. She spoke about it. Let me add in English for the visually impaired person. Yes, we have features on the edge of each note. There are tactile prints to help our colleagues to have a few. And just to state that the bank actually engaged the association for disability people to come up with these features, and they were also tested by training them, and to our surprise, they were very quick to understand these features. So we are hopeful that we will train our people to the extent that they should be able to know the features. We have been distributing material for that's Braille for the visually impaired, which is talking about the features. We've been dropping such material with the DC's office, Deb's office, to ensure that they distribute to the schools where there are special needs children. So they are not left out. It's inclusive for everyone to have a few, and also to understand the features on our banknotes.
Okay.
Thank you.
0776 37 12 93, 0969 9288 58. Those are the numbers. You can give us a call or text, or send a message through our Facebook page. Madam, vanandi awo kusangana suzo la drama za boza ya awa kukhala kaya. Chifukwa vindu hivyo vifuma kurusaka. Maiti mamukhala kumaji. Mukwizana vokuno kwa isi. Pano pange vangashita komanda mbona utaso mudi kuti chomene munga mwandu wamukugula vindu ndumu. Bono wasangana suzo gwera kuti ndi wasangika. Yura wizanavo waruta mwene navanavo vira vintu. Nane ongagule basi wakuti mwizana ndalama ya boza. Ine nava last user ndine mkoreka. Ka pala vinga vambuni.
Okay. So va polisi pala mwapeleka ndalama zira. Bazisanga kuti hizi ndalama ni za fake. Wokola first, wokola cha. Wofumba mafumbo. Kuti ndalama chikaba uli mwanyane mukasangana nazo uli pala wafumba mamuluta namwe kula komwanguba kula mwakazi yanga wafumba sono yula muntu waze wawezepo futi they will try and do it again. Mamkoleka, they don't automatically go to catching the person who brings the counterfeit. The counterfeit, when you bring it, when you volunteer it, the police will just use you to help with the investigation. Chizamku, what is bad is you wasangika na hiyo ndalama undaluteko ku polisi wabisa, then it starts looking like you are part of the crime. You understand? So zila ndalama pala mwasangika nazo fast kwa polisi ndalama hizi ni za counterfeit. And you help with the investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, maybe just to add on as well. It's a duty of every citizen to protect the currency. We are doing this to sensitize the public so that they know they are genuine currency, and where counterfeit they encounter a counterfeit, the first step is to report that matter to the nearest police station. If they can't go to the nearest police station, they can go to the bank, any nearest commercial bank, where they can report the matter to have the note tested, and they will be advised whether it's fake or not. It's our duty, and I know that the law enforcement agencies are trained. There are so many offenses related to counterfeiting. Just to expand on what she said. One, the major offense is production of counterfeit. So if we find someone producing notes in whatever manner, like I said, it's only the Bank of Zambia that has the sole authority to produce currency. So in whatever manner someone is found producing, it has a sentence of life imprisonment just for producing a counterfeit. The other offense is being in possession. So if I find a counterfeit and I keep it, and just an awareness to shop owners, bar owners, if you have come across a counterfeit and you stick it again on your wall, maybe to remind others or to use it to compare with other genuine notes, that is an offense because you are in possession. So that's what she was saying. If you encounter a counterfeit and you keep it in your pocket, you're moving with it. Have you seen this? This is fake. Oh, have you seen this? I've been caught. You are in possession. You can be charged. So if I take a step, I find a note, a counterfeit which is suspicious, I take a step and report the matter to the police. They will help us now to investigate. How did you get it? I can give an example where someone, I think had withdrawn money from the ATM. Okay? As you are aware, all those machines which are used in commercial banks, they detect counterfeit. So when even when counting money, it's able to detect counterfeit. So someone claimed that they had withdrawn a counterfeit on an ATM. And I want the listeners to get me rightly here. Those machines are designed not to issue counterfeit. They can't do that. When we print new currency, those machines are programmed to be able to detect counterfeit from the genuine note. So one person claimed that they had withdrawn a counterfeit, and immediately the police, together with bank officials, went to that commercial bank to confirm. And what they did was to put back the money in the ATM to see whether for sure it will be able to issue a counterfeit. And at that point, it was confirmed because money came out. And when they did the test, they confirmed that there was a problem with the machine. So that money was not detected. And that person was refunded genuine currency. So if you don't report, even at a point when they could have taken steps to ensure that they correct and probably were given the genuine currency, then you lose out. So it's important to report to help the law enforcement agencies, the police, the Drug Enforcement Commission, to investigate those matters further, to get to the point who printed this money. And by you making those statements, comments, they will be able to retract and get to the point. The fear of not reporting issues, I think is not founded, and I believe that police will not just, when you take the report and they detain you, I don't think that will happen if you take the first step. So we are encouraging the public to report such matters. I also want to mention, as we have had a number of cases from Eastern Province. We have had cases from Chama. We have had some cases from Lundazi, Chipata, reports of counterfeit notes. And this is affecting the traders, especially those who are selling farm products. We have had those cases which we are investigating. Some matters are in court. Recently, we had a conviction of one who was found with counterfeits and sentenced to 3 years imprisonment. So these matters are serious once investigations are carried out in conclusive manner.
There's a message. The message is, "I program jiweni kamwali munde mukamba nikali kupitiliza kuti muiza maruta zi pati pitilizani kuti sambizwa chifukwa iyi nkhani ya ndalama nja kusuzwa ndiponso 2 ka baravana ndalama zinandi ku banki utawaka nazo ndungu zikuiza ukuchita sona mantha ka masintiro zilenge mbuni So for he says for those who have got a huge amount of money, when you want to exchange it, maybe there's a certain amount which is supposed to be a limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that commercial banks have limits over the table, over the counter limits that someone can transact. But usually I think it's about how much you can withdraw. Depositing, they may ask you further questions. Oh, where did you get the money? Because they don't want people from nowhere. But John, from nowhere you go with 2 million. You are not a farmer. You are not. Where have you gotten that 2 million? So there are limits in such instances. If it's beyond, they will ask further. If the source is genuine, they will allow you to deposit. But for account holders, especially if you have an account with a commercial bank, there's usually a relationship that you develop with the bank, and they'll be able to know your flow of income, your flow of cash, how much you deposit in a week, how much you deposit daily, how much you deposit in a month. They have that information. So if all of a sudden there's a jump and they have not heard that you won lottery, they will wonder, where have you gotten the money? They will ask some questions, just specific to know where that money has come from. Not basically to persecute you or to interrogate you, but just to understand where that money has come from, if it's beyond what they allow to transact over the counter.
Yeah. Then he was also
just kuikapo pa point hiyo kukala na ndalama zinandi chomeni kopa yayi kupeleka ku banki munopenge yayi izo ndalama ni zenyu ku banki benga mfumbani izi ndalama mukazisanga uli but kuyopa yayi. The reason why I'm stressing this point, izo ndalama za kale zufuma circulation pa 31st March 2026. So para mwasunga ndalama zinandi kukaya kunganda uli huko zamu kuba useless pa 1st April 2026. Zamu karangema pepara
mazude
so pelekani ku banki ndalama hizo kuyopa yayi pali jesuzyo.
Okay. Then the director is also asking if such programs should be frequent, because people, when we talk of money, these things, today someone will tell you this, tomorrow this, but if it's coming direct from you, it carries weight.
Thank you very much. I think we'll take up that, and we will keep in touch with the local authorities. We are aware about traditional ceremonies that take place within the communities, and we are targeting those that when there is such a ceremony, probably the bank should be sending representatives to meet with the communities and discuss such matters. So it's important indeed that we are always here. But just also to mention that we have seen, especially the young people, they're on social media and so on. The bank always has presence on Facebook. So if they can be checking on Facebook, we send a lot of messages regarding currency and any related matters concerning the central bank operations. Talking about the smartphones, let me speak to the Gen Zs of this world, the young people with smartphones. The Bank of Zambia has also introduced an app which is called Zambian Banknote. So for young people, those who have phones, smartphones, just go to Play Store. What is the other one for the iPhones? App Store. You go to App Store or Play Store and download an app called Zambian Banknotes. When you download that, you install it, you download, you will be able to check the features for the banknotes. So it shows you in detail all the features, I mean, on all the banknotes. So that should help you in case you don't understand what the features are. You should be able to even educate on your own, and also help you educate others by referring to the features that are on the app. So, John, if you have a smartphone,
yes,
we'll download an app for you.
Please,
then you should be able to check. I also want to remind the community that the coins are still legal tender. Like my friend said here, that we have a family of 6 coins and a family of 6 banknotes. For the banknotes, I think we haven't had issues. The 10 kwacha, 20 kwacha, 50 kwacha, 100, 200 and 500 kwacha notes are in use and they're in circulation. But on the coins, we have 6 coins starting from 5 ingwe, 10 ingwe, like she said, 50 ingwe, 1 kwacha, 2 kwacha, and now 5 kwacha. These are still legal tender. And for the old coins up to 1 kwacha, even after 31st March, they will still be legal tender. So that end date just speaks to the old banknotes. The old 5 kwacha, the old 2 kwacha, 10 kwacha, and up to 100 kwacha. Those old ones we've been using, we'll stop using them on the 31st of March. For the coins, they will continue until further notice. So, my listeners, please use coins for transactions. They are still legal tender. Where you find the 5 ingwe, use it. You know what? I can give you. I have my personal story. When the coins were introduced, I used to have challenges. I kept them. I used to keep them in a bowl. They were almost full, and somebody was complaining that, but we don't see the coins. Then I said, you don't see, but they're in circulation. We don't see them. Then I remembered I have a bowl of coins in my home, and I had to go and take them out. So you people who are keeping the coin, you are keeping money. You are keeping money. Take it out and use it. The other way I did was to ask my children, if you find the 2 kwacha, get it and buy talk time. From that time, I have never had the coins in my home because they are out there being used. So you may have coins thinking they are not legal tender and you are keeping them home. When you count, you find you have a 5 kwacha, you have a 10 kwacha. Take it and use it. If you have an account in a commercial bank, you are not comfortable keeping the coins or using them, take them to your bank to go and deposit them in your account, so that at the end of the day, they say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with what?
1 step.
1 step. For you to have 1,000,000 kwacha, you have to have a 1 ingwe. You have to have a 5 ingwe. So every coin counts. So whatever coin is lying around, pick it, go and use it. It's still legal tender according to the legality of which currency should be used. So they are still legal tender. Take it and go and use it in the market.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hapo tukiza kumaliro mazgo kulisa mazgo ya padera ayo yalipo panjira tanguru wapo hivi tivikirepo.
Ine mazyo nge mutayoera izi ndalama nzitu zose tsetaba mu Zambia. So tisungenge makora azimai na zibambo noti ndalama wapeteka mukatenge, ndalama musapato, ya hivyo yai zunangika ndalama. bakupanga ndalama izira boma yutola ndalama zinyake izo benga zengira maskulu izo benga zengira mahospital wozitola nozileta kupangira ndalama chifuka chakuti ndalama zinangika tisungenge makola ndalama zetu muhandbag kawaleti kapesi aini your mazi.
Directors, as we come to the end of the program, your last words.
Thank you. Let me just re-emphasize our message to the public. One, we are talking about secret features. Let the members of the public, the traders, my buyers there, get to understand the features of your money. We must take pride in our currency. We must take pride. The way the dollars, when someone has got a dollar, they get excited. Let's get excited when we are holding our currency. So get to know it, get to understand it, so that these scammers do not come to con you out of your hard-earned cash. Second is that we are inclusive. That's why we have included features for the visual impaired and also produced material for them to understand the features. So we are inclusive in the way that we want everybody on. We have brought everybody on board in ensuring that they get to know our currency. Third point is that for the young people, use the app, the Zambian banknote app, to understand features more and more. Download it on your phone. Wherever you are, you can open it and check if certain features are missing on the note that you are holding. Report to the police or take it to the nearest commercial bank. The fourth one is mostly a reminder to booth operators, MTN, Zamtel, anyone running a booth. The trend currently that we've noticed is these with counterfeit money will go and deposit some amount on a mobile money operator, say 5,000, which is fake money. And within seconds, you just move from one booth to the next booth, withdraws genuine cash 5,000. And who loses? The one who received the deposit. Because you receive fake money, and in the end you transfer the money to another account, which they go and withdraw genuine cash. At the end of the day, you remain with counterfeits. So for those booth operators, be careful when you're handling cash. Before you send, make sure you have confirmed that it's genuine. If there's any doubt, there is no harm in you telling them, no, you wait, let me go and check. Why should someone be in a hurry? What do you say in Tumbuka? Fast. Where are you rushing to? So don't rush when you're handling your money, because you may end up losing out. Take your time, count, check the features. From experience, if one sees that you are being careful in the way you're handling the cash, they will start running away. Then you should suspect, why is he running away, leaving me with 5,000 kwacha? So take your time, check the features before you transmit. The third point is what she has just, the fifth point is what she has just said, cash handling. You know, the bank loses money in reprinting the notes. So it matters how we handle our notes. Keep it in a wallet. Keep it. I've seen women, especially Tomariro, when there's a funeral, every woman will be having a bag hanging here, or Pamatebeto, wedding, it's hanging here. Keep your money there. It will last long, rather than tying it onto a chitenge. Or keeping, even for men, to put money in your pocket without a wallet, it gets damaged because you are sweating, you sit down, it folds and so on. But if you nicely keep it, it will last long. And that is an emphasis to the general public. If you don't have a wallet, you don't have a handbag, deposit it in your account and you use it when you need it. And the last point, just to re-emphasize the fact that on 31st March 2026, that will be the end date for using the old currency notes. For the coins, we'll continue using them, but for the currency, so make sure that you change your notes before 31st March 2026. Thank you to the listeners. It's been wonderful, and I hope to stay longer in your district. Thank you.
Yeah. Baterezi mangwa kutereza program iwemi potarawisanga pa ndalama kuyoya makufuasa chuma ichi nchitu tiovwire awa Bank of Zambia pakuonesesa kuti ndalama izo imu makola panji izo takola nzabweka yayi kanandi isi tusungasankana ndalama izi tasungirira ishinasini mulandu ndipo ayowa kuti tishite report ku polisi patina kosipereka ukuzupengekera ndalama izo izi tazira lino nangwa kutumba na amama Rachel Zimba ndiponso Kedrick Zombe wina our assistant director ku Bank of Zambia mangwana ine John Mseteka pitizani telezga kuvya kulondezgapo. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr.
That was interesting.